Pause. Pause the stream so I don't restream to myself. Alright. I just have standard fast run walk gear. 30, 30, 40, 40, 40. 3 times 4 times 8, whatever that is. It's what, 12 times 8? 96. Yes, 96. So what's my total? 96 plus 30, 126, 156, 196, 236, 276. So that's 276 fast run walk with no diminishing returns. I almost got stuck. think today, when I finish whatever I'm doing with this rack, either by getting a unique or by giving up for the day, I'm going to play blood runs maybe for a little bit, do some questing. Excuse me.
Good day.
Ugh.
Good day.
I was kind of surprised last night when I did the Lego video how long it took to build the set. I know I'm not like some super fast Lego assembler, but it was like 45 minutes for a 120 piece set. So it kind of, I used to think it was like when there's videos of people making the really large sets and they're like 8 or 12 hours long. I used to think, man, they must really be drawing it out. But now I think maybe they're just take that long. The worst viable build? Which version? Vengeance, maybe? Depends on where you draw the line for what you consider viable. Conversion. Any assassin build because they all require so many button presses. Grimward. There you go, it's the worst skill. It's not viable, but it's the worst skill. It doesn't even count as a summon for ticking a rack. Not that you're gonna stand around and kill a monster anyway. Find potion. Oh no, and D2R find potion is like isn't it a synergy for find item? Double throw. I feel like double throw is pretty bad. In Fallout 2, whoopsies, wrong person. In Fallout 2, the 1 in 1,000 for the unique. There's a throw build in Fallout 2 that, like, for most encounters, combat encounters, it's like the most OP broken build there is. The Flare Thrower. Super busted against any combat encounter other than the final boss. It's like, I think 1 in 20 for blue, 1 in 200 for rare, 1 in 100 for set, I think, and then 1 in 1,000 for unique. I think I did some figuring the other day that it's like 8 hours of touching the rack. Yeah, I played, when I played, I was uh, probably in middle school and obviously didn't know anything about it. But I did not know about the flare build. So it was, totally blind playthrough. And it took several tries for me to actually get through the game. A couple of times I timed out. A couple of times I kind of gave up. Probably a couple times I had a build that wasn't viable or picked wrong skills and stuff.
Hello.
Mm. I was playing Morrowind again recently with the Tamriel rebuilt add-on. It's like 486 mods or something. And because I had a bit more free time than normal. But then, unsurprisingly, I lost that free time to work and commute again. And so my character had an in-game death, and that really, I'll say, took the wind out of my sails, and so I stopped. I think if I get to a place where I have regular free time that I know in advance when it is and how much, then I would probably try Morrowind again. But until then, it's, I think, too much of a commitment. Because there's not a whole lot you can do in that game where you just sit down for 10 or 20 minutes at a time and then do it and then remember what it was you were doing the next time you come back. Especially at the beginning when you're weak. Eight hours isn't too bad. I've certainly done things much worse. Time consumption wise in this game. I might be remembering that number wrong anyway. And that's on average, so it could be a good 20 hours on a rack, or it could be you get it in 5 minutes.
Good day.
I wish the life was higher. Or the resist. Like if the resist had been like 25 or better, and then if the life had been better than 90, then I probably would have kept it and tried to put sockets in it someday. Ugh.
Impossible. Not in town.
I mean, I've probably spent more than 8 hours shopping at this point for pelts.
Greetings.
It used to be that running racks was before the ritual, running racks was the way that you got uniques in general in 1.07. So like if you wanted Skulder, then probably you're gonna run a rack. If you want Wizard Spike, then you're gonna run a rack. If you want Shaco, you're gonna run a rack. Bamcase, run a rack. So I have done a lot of rack running in the past. Well, 1.07 was never on Realm. Also, you wouldn't run racks like this on Realm um, because the map re-rolls every time, so you don't get the same rack. And then also, back when this game came out, you couldn't just go online and find out that racking is the most efficient way to get items, or even that most items don't spawn normally. You wouldn't know. When I used to know life rack running, some of the people on Diablo 2 forum would tell me that I must have 1 million wives that I put to work running racks for me. So not just the strength of 100 men, but 1 million wives. I think I might have a character named. No, probably on my other computer. I had a rack runner that I named 1 million wives. The other computer doesn't work, so. And when you're not using a run counter, which I'm not, it always feels like the rack is taking longer than it should, unless it just, drops right away. Because it's hard to kind of estimate in your mind how much 1000 actually is. It's just like, well, I've done a lot. I always have bad luck. But no, a lot is not enough. Ugh.
Yes?
It's locked. I can't carry anymore.
Greetings.
No good, unsurprisingly. Sometimes you go touch a few boxes to shake things up a bit.
Yes?
Hmm. Nah, people click in and out all the time. Well, I say all the time. People click in and out.
Good day.
And then there's a few who just, like you, who click in and then just stay the whole time. Whether I'm talking or not, no matter what I'm doing in the game. Check out my new Gladiator's Bane Air Jordans. Besides, I don't have new shoes. I've been wearing these Sanders for a while now. Is that what I'm wearing? Sanders Rip Wrap. They're old shoes. Excuse me.
I need a key. I can't carry anymore.
Greetings.
Yeah, I guess running those super chests without space for gold is probably not the smartest thing. Can't unfilter a lot of the clutter that way. Unfilter. It's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. No, I'm not super into putting clickbait on my titles. It's bad enough you get the clickbait title like, oh, you won't believe what I found, and then they actually post a couple drops. But imagine getting a clickbait title and then you come in and I'm just doing this. A stand-in soy face. I don't think I know what that means. Oh. So, Sweet Phil's thumbnail. Or Asmongold's thumbnail. But he doesn't play Diablo 2. Let's see, who else do I get thumbnails for?
Yes.
Harstem, I think, does that a lot. No, I think the orange flag is a great thumbnail because anyone who already wants to be here, when they see the orange flag on their feed, they know exactly what it is. Even in the peripheral vision. Time traveling YouTuber demonstrates secret hidden farming technique. You won't believe how easy it is.
Yes?
Streaming into the future. Man from 5 seconds ago streams into the future at the rate of your buffer.
Impossible.
Man stuck in time loop touches rack over and over. Man stuck in time loop. Will a unique drop break him out? Hmm. And yes, a unique drop would break me out.
stay a while and listen.
Will Gladiator's Bane beat Jim's friend's Bane?
Good day.
Take this harrowing trip into the past as we unfold the mysteries of... Oh, I lost it. Mysteries of what? I guess pre-patch items. Oh, I don't remember what I was going to say. 20-second attention span strikes again. That's no rack. It's a stand. It's an armor stand, and then it has like the picture of the Death Star, and then my face superimposed over Obi-Wan Kenobi's face. Already happened, just not here. I play Dungeons and Dragons on another stream with webcam. Occasionally. Once a month or less. Webcam. Just put face reveal in the title of every video. That's next level thinking. I'll take the ruby.
Greetings.
Rack running ASMR 10 hours for sleep, no loop. But if that was the stream, then it should probably be at night. Or nighttime in the United States, I guess. How many runs, Steve? Oh, I'm not using a run counter. I have this week, so Wednesday's stream and then the video and then today's stream, 3.5 hours. And then I used this rack to generate money when I was shopping for pelts. So some unknown number of runs, then let's say 25,000 gold is probably 10 to 50 runs per pelt purchased. Wow, per pelt purchased. Okay. Also, when purchasing these armors and hats. But an unknown amount of those. No. No counting, nothing at all. We're doing it raw. Raw running. Last Ronin does raw rack running. I don't like that one. There's always money in the armor stand. And then you superimpose a banana over the armor stand for the thumbnail to lure in unsuspecting Arrested Development viewers. I never finished that show. Like, I enjoyed it, but I don't know, it's just like, I would get halfway through, I guess, season 1 or like 2/3 through or something, and it's just like, alright, I guess I'm done. And I just didn't finish. How's the weather? Well, right now it's a bit rainy. I don't think it's currently raining, but it's raining. It was rainy and cool all week. Well, not all week, starting on like Tuesday, maybe. Yeah, I think that might be kind of what my problem was with it, is the, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just agree with that. It got too ridiculous. But yeah, I was working outside because that's what I do, and this week the high all week was like 89, whereas you know, the last couple weeks it's been minimum like 97 for the high, and then with a feels like temperature of, and then that would be like anywhere from 105 to 112-ish. I think we had one that had the heat index at 113.
Yes.
So new hires don't do well in that kind of weather. They get overheated and quit. But it was cloudy and not raining, but rainy, I guess I'll say. I don't know if, you know, I know in SoCal, there's like, or I think in SoCal, it doesn't rain very often. Is that true for you? Like, would you say rain is rare? I mow lawns. Because I have a brother who lives in Fresno. And so there, rain is rare, and they had a rainstorm, like a horrible rainstorm. People thought it was crazy. And my brother did not use an umbrella because he was like, it's barely raining. Yeah, okay. So it's like Fresno. Do you get lots of clouds that don't rain, or is it pretty much just always sunshine? Because my favorite weather is like clouds that don't. Ooh, I can. Sorry, I'm gonna go digging for pictures, and I don't like to have the screen on when I'm doing that. Pictures, Chama 2005. This is. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. Is the favorite picture that I have ever taken myself. And this is the weather. This is my favorite weather. Well, actually, I don't know if this is my favorite picture. I think this is. Anyway, it would certainly be like top 5 pictures that I took myself. I like this one. But that's the kind of weather that I enjoy the most. That was Chama, New Mexico. Up in the mountains at the steam train. Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad. That picture was taken in 2005, so it's 19 years old.
Greetings.
I think I still have that camera somewhere, but I don't take pictures really anymore, just for work. Maybe because I don't go on vacation. But that might change in the next few years. I've started investing money again so that I won't remain stupidly poor forever. Ideally. Yeah, it doesn't mean it'll work. California is, let's see. Yeah, I got rear-ended in California on, is there a road called 105 there that runs north and south? Or maybe it's just 5. No, 5 would be east-west. Some long road that goes north-south. I don't know. I was driving from... Is San Francisco the city in the north?
Good day.
Or is San Diego the city in the north? Whichever one is in the north. I was driving from there. What? Ooh. I wonder if I messed up the rack. I did. I moved far enough in the wrong way to mess up the rack. First time. Okay, so I was driving from slightly north of San Francisco back to Houston. So whichever road that would have put me on. And so, I got rear-ended, and so when I called 911, they were like, oh, what's your location? I'm just like, oh, I don't know. What road are you on? I don't know. Well, what's your nearest mile marker? I don't know. Okay, we're triangulating from the cell phone towers your position right now. We'll have it shortly. And then they started asking me, like, is he sane and aware questions, like, what day is it? And stuff, because I didn't know where I was. They're lucky I knew what day it was. When I went to get my appendix out, um, they took me in an ambulance from the clinic that I went to the hospital, and so they asked me all of those, like, are you sane and aware questions. And so they asked me, you know, who's the president of the United States? And I said whoever it was at the time. And what day of the week is it? Uh, I work at night. That was my answer. What day of the week is it? I work at night. I don't know what day it is. Yeah, 5 sounds right. And then it took, I waited like an hour and a half for the cop to finally get there and take my information. And the only reason I waited is because I was in a rental car. If it had been my personal vehicle, then I would have just like traded papers with the other guy and dealt with it over the phone. Uh, but it was a rental car, so I needed the police report. Yeah, the weather here is pleasant right now. I'm hoping for like heavy rain on Monday because then I won't have to go into work. For some reason, I don't know why. Uh, I always think you are from Germany. So I don't know who I'm mixing you up with that's actually from Germany. But definitely not Southern California. Yeah, no, it was from even before that. Like, I associate your username with Germany from, like, way back. Probably the Diablo 2 memory portion of my brain deteriorated enough to just start making random connections. No, not Italy. There's no Diablo 2 players in Italy. It's all Germany and Poland. Excuse me. I do watch a streamer from Italy, a Super Mario World and Super Mario Brothers 2 United States, SMB2U. Random guy. Hmm. Those are not from the lyrics of a Rammstein song, and so I am unable to read them. Buchstablich or something. Actually, I don't know if German does lots of phlegm on their words or not. See, I think ist is I. No, that's ish. Never mind. Ist is a rune. No. I know some words in Spanish, and I am fluent in English, becoming less fluent every day. It's a well-crafted sentence. Ist is I think. Less fluent every day. No. Duolingo. Nah, I'm not sponsored. And I don't know if ads are run on streams that aren't monetized. So I don't know if y'all have to watch ads or not. But if you do, then maybe you saw Duolingo. Don't trust me, bro, me. Another well-crafted sentence. Trio lingo.
Good to see you.
Monsoon by Tokyo Hotel. Out of left field.
Good day.
Hmm.
Good day. Greetings.
Lech Mish Im. Wait, how do they say it? Lech Mish Im Ars, I think, by Mozart. In case you missed it, I think last stream, since we're talking about Germany, uh, my knowledge is limited enough that I was trying to consider whether Bavaria is a real or fictional place. Like, well, it might be some place in Europe, or, some place that used to be in Europe, or it might be from, like, The Lord of the Rings, or it might be like a generic name for a non-existent European country. And someone let me know that it is a state in Germany. Oh. You have exceeded my knowledge of car-related things. I do know that Lamborghini was a tractor company, and still is, before they were a car company. And so when I make millions and millions of dollars and buy a Lamborghini, I'll probably buy a tractor. I believe so. Last time I checked, they did. You could buy Lamborghini tractors that are new. vinyl wrap my tractor with Diablo 2 items that I printed from screenshots of my own items. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Why did I touch my stash? There were lots of German settlers near Houston, Texas. And they were heavily discriminated against during World War I. I think I only know one German Super Mario World player. So I guess it's not popular in Germany. Mostly it's US and Japan, I suppose.
Yes?
I walked past a, well, yeah, I guess technically, I walked past a Shipley's Donut store this morning. And it smelled so good. If I could eat that, I would buy a dozen right now. And then eat them all. I used to do that. Not like all the time, but occasionally. Or I would get the pack of 6 cinnamon rolls from the bakery department at the grocery store and then just eat the whole pack.
Good to see you.
I mean, at that point, I might as well just make it myself because they're going to be like $12 for a single donut. And if I'm gonna make my own art, is it artisanal or artisanal? I think it's artisanal. If I'm gonna make my own artisanal donuts, then I might as well just open a donut shop. Imagine. We could make Jim's Fried real. Glazed nuts. $12. Yeah, there's one time a streamer misread my name, didn't see the N, and so they thought, they read it as Jim's Fried, and I thought that was really funny, so I made an emote. The my Discord server, the melting SpongeBob face flag, that's Jim's Fried on my Twitch profile. I think I still have 1 subscriber because the guy did 6 months. But it might have already been 6 months since then. I can't remember.
Good day.
What? On the list of terrible ideas, making a grain-free donut shop is probably, I think, on there, but also potentially viable. You'd have to have like some regular donuts and then some totally absurd YouTube donuts, like the Wagyu beef tallow fried bacon donut.
Good day.
Iberico bacon. Caviar stuffed donut. Oh my god. Oh no. Caviar stuffed donut. If I was making a grain-free donut store, I would absolutely eat all of my own donuts. Yes. Oh yeah, and maple bacon. Yeah, that's a. I mean, it's bacon, but that's a good flavor combination. I say it's bacon like that because like bacon goes with everything. And like no lie, I have put bacon, like cooked bacon, dipped it in milk, and then had like bacon flavored milk, and it tasted good. That was a long time ago. I don't do that regularly, but the apple juice milk I still do. Hello, Alexander. We were discussing donuts, and definitely not discussing bacon flavored milk. Yeah, I mean, bacon tastes good, so they put it. You can put it on anything. No, I'm looking for Gladiator's Bane, the unique. And I'll pick up the blue and yellow ones just to look at them. The blue ones, there's potential for interesting results with like resistance stats or like a godly and life. But my mind is still stuck on the absurdity and YouTube Shorts worthiness of the caviar stuffed donut. I've never had caviar, so I don't really know like what it tastes like. What things should you pair with it? I mean, I guess if it's for YouTube, then you need to put gold flakes on it. So this particular rack is way more stable than in general. So I can kind of go a little bit out of the way without issue. But in general, you do want to follow the same path and take the same amount of time to get to the rack. Uh,
Stay a while and listen.
When I was a kid, mobile games meant you were playing on the Game Boy, which I had, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. We had some games that I really liked, and we had some games that I didn't like. Hours, or the expectation is hours. It's 1 in 1,000, and at the rate that I run this rack, that's about 8 hours, if I remember the math that I did the other day, which I don't really. No, 8 hours isn't bad. Yeah, 1 in 1,000. In 1.08, it's 1 in 800. There was a time long ago when I was trying to rack an ethereal sculptor, which would be 1 in 20,000. And not because of that, but that's about the time when I quit forever for like the 3rd time. No, Magic Find does not affect the rack. The way to speed it up would be to use a rack that's closer, to use a sorceress, or a paladin, barb, assassin, who all have fast run walk skills built in. So the Amazon is not the ideal choice. You could, if you really want to try hard, like Town in Act 4. But my clicking is, well, 1, it's too far away for that to actually be faster. And 2, my clicking is inaccurate enough that running back to Town 4 would probably just result in time loss. Does caviar taste fishy? No real loading screens in 1.07 except when you save and exit. Well, I guess it does have one, but, you know, it's fast. It's just as fast as your computer, you know, can do it. So it's not too bad. Salty. I see. Yeah. Yeah, I think one time I ran from, not with this character, but in 1.07 I ran from town to Andariel, so from the rogue encampment to Andariel, without having the map explored first, in like 6.5 minutes. And then when I went back and did it with the map revealed, I ran from rogue encampment to Andariel in under 2 minutes. Yeah, caviar stuffed donut with gold leaf fried in Wagyu beef tallow. That's for the YouTube. Yeah, You can run pretty fast. I think, well, I know I was using a paladin. I think he had like 320-ish faster run walk. The barb can get up to like 340. I wonder what else you could do to a donut to make it absurd. I dry aged a donut for 30 days and this happened. There you go.
Hello.
I just need one. And then I will probably put an rune in it.
Good to see you.
Such extravagance. No, in this version, nobody uses Dusk Shroud. Most builds would use either Skulders if you want Magic Find or Arcane's Valor because of the extreme boost to life. Or if you are just running, then you use Trangul's armor for the fast run walk. What am I using? Shaft Stop. So Gladiator's Bane is going to be a big improvement over Shaft Stop. Oh yeah, I guess it's like 3-piece towels a thing that people do in this version? I don't even know. I don't play sorceresses here really. Gray form? That's the quilted armor that I use in Classic. I don't use that in Lord of Destruction. Do you have to wear the belt? Because giving up 40 fast run walk in the belt slot is... I don't know, man. It's pretty rough. I am very much a fast run walk enjoyer. Let's see, armor, amulet, weapon maybe? But if you use weapon, you're giving up wizard spike. Probably not. Not right now. I might go AFK briefly. I need to drop off my rent at the office. because I can't do it during the work week. I'm not home. And I can't use auto pay because of past failed payments. Yeah, Wizard Spike and Shaco. Would you say, since you've had caviar, would you say it tastes similar or different than other fish roe? Because I've had salmon and trout eggs. I don't remember what they taste like, but I used them on when I wanted to make fancy deviled eggs. My go-to for potluck is either fruit salad or deviled eggs. Fruit salad if I want to be low effort, and deviled eggs if I want to be high effort. Um, but if you bring fruit salad and you want people to think that it was a high effort fruit salad, you can do one of two things. Either cut the grapes in half or bring ambrosia salad instead. Fancy.
Good day.
Which is like the marshmallow fruit salad with whipped cream. There you go, ambrosia fruit salad stuffed donuts. Now we're cooking. Dang. Amazing. I said now we're cooking. I really am old. Now we're cooking. I'm not even old. Probably most of my viewers are older than me. From my YouTube analytics. I need to stop touching the stash every time. That's a habit from racking weapons. I touch the stash instead of opening my inventory so I don't have to move my finger on the keyboard to see how many sockets or the etherealness of the weapon that I picked up. I feel like for that one, you could do like the donut shape where it's kind of, instead of filled, maybe you would say stuffed, where like you cut out the top of the donut and then put stuff in it. And then you could put like sugar crystals in the hole before the ambrosia salad to make like a little buffer layer between the slightly damp whipped cream fruit salad and the donut. But I don't know about the caviar. Like, is caviar, uh, would it make a donut soggy? Or does, like, is it dry? I have no idea. Yeah. No, man, if it's gonna be for YouTube, though, it has to be like a giant glob.
Greetings.
Michelin star donut. Donut mignon. Donut Wellington. Has this donut gone too far? Yeah, of course they do. Maybe instead of just memeing about a donut shop, I should actually write out a business plan. Imagine trying to become a business owner. Doing market research. figuring out how to make a grain-free dough that actually feels like a donut. Right after this run, I'm gonna go AFK for something like 5 to 10 minutes so I can go turn in my rent. Alright, see you Wednesday. Or whenever. Wednesday or Saturday, or maybe I'll do
Good to see you.
bonus streams. You could make a pizza donut with tomato, jam, and a slice of cheese as the icing, and bits of, well, really whatever your favorite pizza toppings are. What?
Impossible.
Interesting. I guess I went too far to the right. If that had been a failed unique, I would have been very sad. Well, not really. I would have been like, I don't even know if I would have reacted at all.
Yes.
I was like, dang, that sucks. Oh man, you could have. Oh, this is so dumb. You could have like an energy donut that has like all the typical ingredients in a energy drink's energy blend mixed into the donut. That's awful. I guess a tiramisu donut would probably go pretty well. So many things.
Good day. Good day. Yes.
Ugh. My computer's making noises like something getting unplugged, but everything still works. So I'm not sure what it's doing.
Yes. Hello.
So I probably have about another half hour of doing this. And then I'll either just stop or I might go play this one. Do some questing. The idea with Blood Runner maybe is that I want to try Chain Lightning in the Bloody Foothills. And see what her kill speed is like. And then how many runes drop per clear. Whether it's viable to try to farm that for a Zod rune. Something like 1 in 36,000 runes will be a Zod rune. So I'd have to see how long does a clear take, and then how many runes drop per clear, whether it's worth it. And what I would use a Zod rune for is making an ethereal enigma. Probably. Which is basically a waste of it, but I would be the only one. World's first legit ethereal enigma. Indestructible. That actually might not be true.
Greetings.
But it would probably be true. How many hours? So today I did about 2.5. Wednesday I did about 2. Then the video was like 20 minutes, so about 5. However, I also have an unknown amount that I did while I was shopping, because this rack is what I would use to regenerate my gold. 25,000 gold per sale. So all of the shopping that she's done for pelts, and then I buy those armors and hats, was funded by touching this rack. So I have an unknown amount of time spent doing that. But I'm not using a run counter on this. Well, yes, but no. Because statistics doesn't care about actually giving it to me on the 1000th try. It could take 3,000 tries. It could be the next try. But on average, I should be a bit over halfway through. I think the longest I've seen someone who was using a run counter go without hitting a unique was a bit over 4,000. And the shortest interval that I have seen between uniques was like a unique dropped, and then a unique didn't drop, and then a unique dropped. And I saw that myself.
Yes.
That was from my Shaco rack long ago. I just want to finish this rack. Also, I want to have this armor to use on the barbarian, and I want to have a reason to try to rack bramble knits, so I can get laying of hands. I think laying of hands, gladiator's bane, and a new weapon, or maybe even not a new weapon, I would have to see, would greatly improve my barbarian's kill speed in the Travancore, and his safety. And there's not too many things that I really care to gamble in 1.07. Usually I just use the gold on circlets. But the circlets cannot have 2 sockets. They can only have 1. Rare rings, I'm already doing something interesting there by slowly getting 522 in classic. And the amulets, I'm not high enough to get +2 skills. So this really is just an attempt to finish the rack and get a new one. And improve a gear slot in my Barbarian. In my Bavarian.
Good day. Yes.
Speaking of losing gold, I once lost 100 million gold in 1.07. Because I was switching computers and I moved all of my items over, but I couldn't find the whatever file it was that stores the gold in the Atma muling program. No, it was just left behind on an old computer. So literally lost 100 million gold. Which I got by selling armors for 25,000 apiece. So let's see, 25,000. It's 4 and 100,000. So it's 40 and a million, 400, 10 million. So 4,000 armors sold. Mostly from a Balrog skin rack and a russet armor rack.
Good day.
I do want to someday try out the upgrinding affix, selling it and buying it back for infinite money, and then gamble that way. But it doesn't work in this version, so that was added later. And then probably I would just gamble circlets. But actually, it might be an interesting way to try to get Beta Bocathos wedding band. So probably about 12 more minutes, which would put the stream length at 3 hours. And then I'll stop because I'm getting hungry. I want to go eat something. And then I have I have Group B and Group C of ASL, now SSL, still left to watch. I only watched Group A so far. I don't watch the whole VOD, I only watch the games. But even still, it's a pretty big time commitment to watch that tournament. But I do enjoy it, so. I think I like that better than my favorite Age of Empires 2 tournament, which is Hidden Cup. I think I would say I like the Brood War tournament better. Which probably has a lot to do with the casters and not necessarily the game itself. So I'll be watching at least one group today. And then working on other stuff. And then I'll probably end up going to bed early. I didn't sleep well last night. I just had a dumb thought. Um, I know that Arcane's Valor can drop in Lower Kurast, and I would think that Arcane's Valor has a higher treasure class, or at least the same, as Gladiator's Bane. But what if Gladiator's Bane can't drop in Lower Kurast? And I had a failed unique already. That would be dumb. Because I know there are a few uniques that you typically would rack that Lower Kurast does not drop. I just don't think Gladiator's Bane is one of them. You can get Arcane's Valor here, you can get Grandfather here, you can get Hellslayer here, you can get Lightsaber here. I think it's only like 3 or 4 items that you can't. Or 3 or 4 uniques that racks are capable of dropping. So no bows, no wands, but I think it might even only be weapons. And it might not even be uniques, it might just be bases. Like I know you can't get Thunder Maul. You typically go to like the Halls of Pain, I think, to get a Thunder Maul rack. I guess after I end stream, I'll go see if I can find information on the Time Traveler's Guide about, or there might even be a racking guide about which item bases I can and cannot get, which uniques I can and cannot get. But if it cannot drop Gladiator's Bane here, then that means I get to re-roll my map and look for Bramble Mitts. But I still do want Gladiator's Bane. Uh-oh. I'm about to end. Because I was going to go get some food. Maybe like 10 more runs. That was one. Two. Three. Watch me lose count. 4. Okay, check the durability. 32. 5. Yeah, I was gonna eat and then watch ASL Group B. ASL, now SSL. 6. 7. And work on some things around the house and then record a video, but probably it won't be rack running. 8. I might do rings in 1.06. I haven't done that in a while. 9. I need to keep making progress on that or it'll never finish. Those rings won't find themselves. Alright. So yeah. Next guaranteed stream is Wednesday. I might do a bonus stream tomorrow. And if there's any days next week that I get rained out from work, then I'll probably do bonus streams on those days. The Wednesday stream is likely to start really late. Because of work. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.